Today we are going to start the Newton's three law of motion. See, this is not a simple like learning or teaching the physics. When I will teach you the Newton's three law of motion, it means you will get live physics, how it will work. It means you will understand practically, visually, everything. Like that what is the Newton's three law of motion. I am just going to discuss the first law of motion. What is the first law of motion? An object at rest, an object is motion, say in motion, unless acted upon by a net force. So, so like suppose any object in rest or motion, it will be in the fixed position when you not apply extra force. See this live or practical. See how to work. At rest, now apply a force. Correct? Again I am going to see you. This is the Newton's first law of motion. Again, okay? This is the first law of motion. Any object in rest, when we apply a force, it is moving. This is the Newton's first law of motion. Come to the in Newton's first law of motion, summation of f is equal to 0. Velocity will be constant. Simple explanation. Objects are lazy, they don't want to change their motion. A book on the table will not move until you push it. Okay? So, suppose I put a book on a table, it will not move until you did not push it. In the first law of motion, you will know inertia, resistance to change measured by mass, seat belt, save lives. Your body wants to keep moving on ice in a space, object guide forever, no friction. Used in a spacecraft. This is the key point of the first law of motion. Okay. What is the real world example of the Newton's first law of motion? When a car stops suddenly, you lurch forward, your body wants to keep moving. This is the real world example of the Newton's first law of motion. Okay. But my main goal of teaching is to have to learn practically, visually, not simply written in the book and you know how physics work. That is my main motto. Sorry. Now come to the second law of motion. Second law of motion, we can say that the acceleration, law of acceleration. It means you know that, or some students don't know what is the second law. Force is equal to mass into acceleration. Correct? So how it will work? How practically working? The Newton's second law of motion and how the live working. Just you see that. This is the force. Apply the force. Correct? See there. When mass is 1 kg, correct? Acceleration is there. So how? Again I am going to show you. See there. See. This is the Newton second law of motion. When light mass, force more mass, force less. See there. See 15 Newton because mass increases. Okay, so that time got it. So simple explanation like push a tennis ball and ball same force like with F net is equal to mass into acceleration. Here what is the M? Mass, more mass, less acceleration. You have seen just now. Here I just reset now. See there. More when less mass, more force, more mass, less force. Okay, got it? See there. When you increase the mass, force will be more. When you decrease the mass, force you have to apply less. Sorry, maybe I have tell you that little bit interchange. Okay, so more mass, less acceleration, same force, more acceleration, same mass. Okay, now real world example: a soccer player kicks light ball, it fast kicks a heavy machine ball, it already moves. This is the real world example. Okay, soccer. Those who play the soccer, they know very well. Otherwise, there are so many real world example of the F is equal to ma. Now comes to the third law of motion. What is the third law of motion? Everyone know that third law of motion, every action there is equal and opposite reaction. Okay, but see, this type of things already you have seen in the book. But how work third law of motion? Just I am going to show you practically and live. See, action and opposite reaction. Correct? F2. See there. This is the third law of motion. Again I am going to show you. There is action and equal and opposite reaction. See. Correct? Okay? F action is equal to minus F reaction. This is the third law of motion. So, force always come in the pairs or different object. Walking, foot pulse ground, ground pushes you forward. This is the all the examples of the Newton's third law of motion. Okay, like swimming, when you go to the swimming pool, you put the hand back, then you will move forward. Apply the Newton's third law of motion. Like you walk on the field, your leg will comes to back, but you are going to forward due to the Newton's third law of motion. Suppose you are sitting on a chair. Suppose Newton's third law of motion is working, then you are able to sit, otherwise you will fall down. Normal is equal to mass into gravity. Okay, so all this Newton's, all the three laws of motion, correct? So just subscribe my channel and like my channel, so that I will teach all the physics live and practical, and how the physics work. Why I am doing such type of things? Because when you see the question, you did not confused. My main motto to solve the NEET, IIT, CBSE questions, because when you see the question, many students, they got shocked what is there, but when you learn in this way, you will never shock. You are easily able to solve all the problems of IIT or NEET, because you are going to understand depth, theoretically, practically, live. This is my main motto. Okay, bye. So please subscribe my channel. Thank you. Bye.